Okay, so here we have the entire structure of a rough diagram of a generalized diagram of a chromosome, okay, which is having a chromatic arm, the kinetochore body, and another arm of chromosome. Now this chromosome particularly is sort of submetacentric, L-shaped chromosome, right? You can see that it is kind of L-shaped. Okay. The first part with the parts of, in the parts of chromosome, the topic is nothing but the parts of chromosome. In the first part we have the chromatid. Chromatid is nothing but the arm of the chromosome. As we know that the chromatid is nothing but the arm of the chromosome, the coiled, packed, dense chromatin fiber which forms the arm of the chromosome and becomes visible during the late prophase or clearly identifiable during the late prophase is the chromatid. So this is one chromatid and this is one chromatid arm which is attached to the centromere. This part is the centromere. Second, we have the chromonema. What is chromonema? Chromonema is nothing but the chromatin fibers. Okay, the chromatin fibers forms a major dense coiling which is present inside the packaging of the chromatin arm or the chromosomal arm. Inside the packaging, the chromatin fibers of the threads forms a dense appearance of coiling, which is nothing but this particular dense coiling here is nothing but the chromonema. And now this chromonema in normal case is almost about 800 angstrom thick, containing two DNA microfibrils. Okay, 800 angstrom. It is the thickness is 800 angstrom, containing about 2 or 8 microfibrils, almost 8 microfibrils of the chromatin arm or the DNA, which are having 2 double helix turns of the DNA. So this thickness is almost about, if you write the thickness here, this thickness is almost 800 angstrom, containing about 2 to 8 microfibrils, each of these microfibril, I mean the fibrils are arranged. The fibrils are nothing but the chromatins, okay, which are arranged in a condensed fashion, which aligned one adjacently with one another, and in each of those fibrils, microfibrils, which might be 2 to 8 in number, in each of these microfibrils there are the double helix structure of the DNAs are present. Okay, two turns of the helical nature of the DNAs are present. That is, 2 coils of the DNA structures are present. So 2 coils of the DNA structure condenses to form one microfibril, and 2 or 8 such microfibril again condense to form this entire chromonema. Okay, so let me write here 800 angstrom, which contains 2 to 8 microfibrils, and each contains 2 helices DNA. That is, DNA itself is double helix, 2 helix of DNAs are present in each. Now the third portion we have is chromomere. What is chromomere? Chromomere is nothing but the highly condensed area. These condensed areas of the chromonema, these condensed areas of this chromonema are known as the chromomere. That is, the chromomere gets more condensed in this area, more packed. Fourth is the centromere. Centromere is nothing but the region, the darkly stained or the more stainable region, which are more coiled and condensed region, which having most dense packed of the entire chromonema, which helps in attaching both these arms of the chromatids, both these arms of the chromosome is known as the centromere. Okay. Fifth, we have the telomere. What is telomere? Telomere is nothing but the end. The terminal end of the chromatid or the chromosome arm is known as the telomere. Sixth, there is the pellicle or matrix. What is pellicle or matrix? Matrix is the fluid, jelly-like viscous substance in which this chromonema threads or the chromonema packings are being dispersed. or organized, and pellicle is nothing but the outer covering of that fluid jelly-like viscous medium. Okay, so this pellicular matrix are formed with almost the same substance or same kind of chemicals or proteins or whatever it is, same kind of proteins actually or amino acids, which help in packing the entire chromonema in the middle. And seventh, we have the satellite body. Satellite body is this part, which is a knob-like body, okay, a bulb-like appearance which forms a knob at the terminal portion of the chromatid or the chromosome arm is called the satellite body. And 8, we have the secondary constriction. Secondary constriction or the nuclear organizer. This part is known as the secondary constriction. That is the constriction present other than this primary constriction zone is known as the secondary constriction, which is known as the nucleolar organizer. And this particular area has a very significant role. The significant role is this secondary constriction helps in the formation of the nucleolus. It helps in giving rise to the cell organ nucleolus, which nucleolus is that particular cell organ which helps in the translation, which helps during the translation of the, which helps in forming the ribosome and the tRNAs and all, which helps in, basically it helps in formation of the ribosome and the protein synthesis during the time of translation. So nucleus is that part which helps in giving rise to the ribosomes and proteins during the time of the protein synthesis. So it's very important. That secondary constriction is very important and needs to be present in almost all the chromosomes in order to give rise to the nucleolus. And 9, we have the kinetochore. Kinetochore is nothing but the disc-like appearance which is present along with the primary constriction of the centromere is known as the kinetochore. And last is the chromocenter. Chromocenter is nothing but the dense central, say the central area, the dense portion of the centromere which is lying at the center of centromere or the kinetochore disc is known as the chromocenter. This part is the most stainable part and most highly condensed part present in the entire chromosome, irrespective of the other portions of the chromonema chromatids or the other areas of the chromonema. This part is the most highly condensed part. Okay, so this is what all about the parts of chromosome is, and a rough diagram of chromosome along with all the labelings, which are what part and what are the functions. The centromere generally helps in attaching the chromosome in the metaphasic plate during the metaphase step of the cell division, metaphase stage of the cell division. So this presence of the centromere is also very much important, and the chromatids develop and helps in giving rise to a newer chromosome at the late metaphase during the stage of the anaphase. Okay, so this is how the division of the chromosome happens, and the karyokinesis or the nuclear division is finally comprehended or finally completed. Okay, so this is what all about chromosome is and what are the parts of the chromosome in this diagram.